Golders, back out on my gravel cut, also called the banana patch, because all the nuggets, or a lot of the nuggets that come out of here, the bigger ones are sort of a banana type shape. So that's pretty cool. Nice alluvial, shiny banana shaped nuggets. If they were still coming out thick and fast, I'd be pretty happy, but it's starting to become a little bit of a challenge here. So see this big hole behind me over the shoulder? That is the big gravel lead running back that way underneath where that spoil is. And it's a hill, so it rises up, and it's getting deeper. It's going into that hill and it's getting higher. So there's a lot of, I have to really evaluate how much gold I'm getting for the amount of time spent to get to it, and the difficulty getting to it. And this area, because it's already been worked, I don't have much on the front side of me here. So have a it's a dam down here. They taken, the new timers had come through and taken everything. You can see here is white, and that where that line is there, you know, that's the sort of line where it's a spoil. So everything in here, spoil, these big spoil piles. Who knows underneath that, potentially in places they haven't gone to the bottom like we've experienced before, but you have to dig a lot just to find out, oh no, they've taken it all. So it's very challenging to know whether to chase anything that way, because it looks like it's probably been done for the most part. And then this way was some really good gold. It's getting great gold right underneath me, and then gold down in this cut here, but then the cuts further out definitely thinned out. It changed a bit in there. So again, this is just the nature of cuts in themselves, that, you know, they're not always just going to be just creamy everywhere. So yes, I have to really decide today how to manage this, because it's deep now, whether to drive into it, cut into the face. I've got spoil behind it, which way to go, or whether I decide just to go and get some shallower gold, try to find shallower gold again, because, you know, having weeks that are, there's already been a few days that are pretty scant, and having scant weeks is not good for paying bills. So yes, challenging. It's this area, as you guys have seen in previous videos, I've pulled us some great nuggets. So, you know, I really want to stay here, but it just almost feels like as though I need it. It's like 30-ton machines. How about 50-ton machines? How about 60-ton machine? You know, to chomp this stuff and move it, because it's a lot of overburden, a lot of gravel. So maybe that's for a day when we've got a bigger operation. Giant, maybe D10 dozers or something like that might help push it off the top. So got to make decisions. If I hop in here, I've come prepared with the headphones to listen to something, podcast, while I'm chomping away for a couple of hours to get down to the pay. So see how I go. I'll come back either here or somewhere with some gold. Well, I decided to jump in the hole, and I've scratched out a pillar that was down in there where there was some rich gold either side. So I'm expecting a little bit underneath that, and you know, it's not a big area, but it's possible to find a pocket under there and pull an ounce from it. So we'll see how it goes. I won't get my hopes up too much, but it's in the zone where I was getting some good gold. Okay, I mentioned I'm popping out that pillar, so I've done that, and I've just walked in here, and I'm going to give you a listen. I haven't scratched anything, I haven't done anything yet. So just when it gets onto this, I've described it before, you come off the bottom of the gravel, there's a thin layer where there's this black sand, orange copper sand, a white tish, sandy pipe clay, and it's highly mineralized, and it just before it gets to the slates, and you can see the slates just coming through there. And then you can see that Moroni gravel just there where it steps up. So this is the zone. Well, have a listen. So, I think maybe, who knows, I don't know, but there's some good nuggets there, and maybe that's going to pay me an ounce just for that little patch, because I've seen it before and I was confident that that was a pretty rich area underneath there, and I'm pretty happy about that, as I needed a good day. Have a look at the angle of the excavator. So it's a bit of effort getting in here, but well worth it, I think. And I might even go and get the tripod and film a few of these big ones as they come out. Okay, I've set the camera up. I haven't dug anything. Pick a target. Pick a target. Now, I had a big avalanche. It's a big avalanche. It's just fallen off this spore pile here and come scooting down and covered up the whole section up there, but just stopped before all the good noises. So I'll start over here because that one might not be on camera. Okay, and it begins. And it begins. All the good stuff. This could be a fun day. Well, that was right on the surface, that one. It makes me wonder what I've thrown up in the spoil, which I didn't put it in the spoil, I put it in the pay pile. I definitely could have some swarf mixed in here as well, but I'm not winning. Yes, I wonder whether these ones that are not in the ground might be swarfs. That one there is a swarf. Oh. Maybe I should go up and get the jackhammer. save my back a bit. It's not too bad once you get down in the slate. Alright, we've got pockets starting pretty quick there. This is how you quickly go to your daily targets, but let's just get one in the container to start with. I won't get too far ahead of myself just yet. Alright, nice solid little 0.3 or so. I won't show you every one of these little ones. Alright, there's another one in this hole. Wow, this could be something else. This whole bit here is just really alive straight away across a big area. And considering each of these holes sometimes can pay up a number of nuggets, this could be a really interesting day. Yeah, I think I should get the jackhammer. Come on, let's get you out at least. There'll be a big one here somewhere. Okay. Just to keep us on our toes. What's that? Is that it? Alright, it's inside this. Oh, that's a nice nug. They start adding up when they're like that. So that's yeah, it's probably just a bit under a gram. Hopefully that's showing up there. Probably a 0.9 or a 1 grammer. Okay, let's go. What do we got right down here? Let's try that one. I mean, that wasn't in the ground. This could also be swarf, but they're pretty big. That's pretty big swarf. More likely a bit of gold staying in the scoop. Oh yeah, yeah. You can hear that. There we go. No, that's over a gram. That one's probably a 1.1, 1.2. Okay, I only got to do another 30 of those on my target. chuck in a 5 or 6 grammer and it speeds up pretty quick. Oh. That's a bit, because even though I got gold there, I'm not overly confident that all these will be gold, because when you get to this layer, it's crunchy. We can leave some swarf definitely on the way down. Yeah, so you can hear that difference in sound. It's like a softer, it's just a softer, it doesn't have a robust tone, doesn't have the depth to it. This is swarf. There's more there to investigate, but I want to okay, let's see what's going on here. I think this should be in the zone. I'll make sure that you can see this properly. Yep, looks like we're still alright. Oh, where's the big one? Where's the big one? So many drop targets. Drop a lot of targets in this stuff. I don't usually drop any targets, but in this sandy stuff, it makes a massive difference. It goes, I'll probably drop 3 times as many as normal. Tiny little trommel food piece there, probably 0.1 or less, just a little tiny bit. Okay, what's next? Oh, there's something really good there, tasty, going to get to in a minute. What's this one first? Okay, just pick up these little ones as we go, make sure they're not missed. Yep, nice little 0.3. Alright, and every one of these, that's $50 Australian. Another one there. Sounds even smaller, but again, you get them. I say to people, I don't film much of this because you get bored out of your mind, but the people that are interested will certainly learn. See that one there, swarf. So again, in this ground where it's the first take, under the gravel. I've got to take the good with the bad. I get swarf amongst it. All right, let's get over to this one. Sounds a juicy. Some good stuff there. I'm going to just check again that you can see this. There's that quartz stringer that I've been following over there. Wow. Wow, there it is coming through. So there's a quartz stringer here. Right. And I followed it. I've been following it. Either side of this is where it's all at. Where it's really hot. There you go, that's a really conglomerate covered piece there. I'll clean that up later, I won't muck around with it now, and that's probably 0.7. Not like I'm trying to be, not like I'm trying to be quick. I try to be quick, but no, I don't think I had it picked up before. I just thought I did. Could have been a little target. This one sounds like a good one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can hear that clunking there. That's like a 1.5. It's all covered in that hard conglomerate. All right, what's that? Probably at least 5-6 grams there already. Go for these bigger ones on camera while we're doing this continuous footage, because yeah, you can see that it's just multi-coloured there in the sun. Hoping you can see that. Just this black sand, and then copper sand, and then white sand, and slate, just right on that layer. Oh, when I see that, I just love it. Just love it, because it's just the zone. A month, and that's a pretty noisy flat piece there, pretty thin that one, so it's probably only about a 0.4 for the size of it. All right, where's an inverted target? There's going to be an inverted target here somewhere. Not inverted, but still pretty tasty. Let's see if I've got that one on camera. I'll make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yeah, still good. You have to be pretty conservative. You have to be pretty conservative with the next scrape. Okay, so we got one out of there.
Okay, so that's a little bit of swarf. Once again, not a surprise because there's so much quartz there. That one's not going to be swarf, I don't think. It's much more robust. I have, there it is in there. I have had days where I'm on material and I've had no swarf at all, just all nuggets. But today isn't one of those days. I'm going to have a few bits. That one was just a little 0.2, noisy one. I think there must be more here. Yeah. I keep picking up nuggets that aren't the main nugget. There we go. This should be a grammer. Yep. Again, in that really hard compressed stuff. I'll show you all these at the end. I'll pour them out and have a closer look, but it's in that compressed conglomerate, sandy stuff. It's wrapped around it, but they're still alluvial nuggets. They've just been reformed into that conglomerate concrete. Won't be taking long to get to 10 grams at this rate, and that's a good one in there. That's a real good one in there. Oh, I love these days. I don't take them for granted because it might seem on camera like every day's like this, but go through our constant fair share of dramas, problems. Hoses, oil leaks, breakdowns, truck problems, and all of it is costly. So every bit that comes out of here is being allocated and soaked up, and as good as these weeks are, would like them to be twice as big. Twice as big, you might actually start to get somewhere. That's swarf again. There you go. This is a proper salt and pepper of golden swarf. Annoying. That's not swarf though. Oh, look at that. Right around there. I'm going to have to go back that way a little bit too and uncover this. So there's a little bit more to come from these next scrapes. Going to be a big one here. I pulled a 17 gram the other day and 6 grammers. And you go over there. You have to get right over there. In there. Again, compressed into that black sand. Oh, which is where you would expect it to be. Really, mineralized sand, everyone knows if they're doing a pan, what are you left with? Black sand. So if this is all settled out under liquefaction out of this gravel lead, earthquakes have settled it down into these pockets, then you'd expect all that black sand and heavies to be down at the bottom where they are, and gold's compressed into it. So there you go, another grammer add to the mix. How are we looking now? Okay, 20 odd minutes. 20 odd minutes of nugget digging. I'm not even chasing a big one particularly for camera. So let me think about this. Let's see if I can hear something big here. Another good one in there, sounded it. Oh, that one sounds alright. Maybe we have just turn the camera a little bit up there. Just get that one out. Oh, that is on camera. Okay, that's good, we're still on. Yeah, there's the last of that. Yes, look at that. Last of the gravels. Right on the black sand. Where would you expect it to be? Right there. Oh, okay. More than one. More than one. Where are you? Noisy bugger. Another one. Probably another gram up. Maybe just a bit under. Maybe 0.8, 0.9. Hoping that one of these would have been a big one, but I think there will be a big one here in these next when I take a bit more of a conservative scrape off. Oh, it could be a big one. That one's, it could be a few here. Still a good one. Still a good one in the ground there. But this is how they go. Sometimes you just, some of these pockets, like you just spend an hour on one pocket. Every scoop's got a bit of gold in it. But there's just a couple of decent ones here, so let's get these ones. I haven't pinpointed that very well. That's got to be over a gram. It's in this big chunk of pipe clay here. Oh, look at that pop out, yes. Solid. That's probably, yeah, it's probably closer to 2 grams. It's probably like at least a 1.7, 1.8. Okay, let's keep pushing on this little bit. I'm always mindful of time. Oh, there's a few here. There could be a few. I'm going to go towards half an oz pretty quick, I think. Yeah, it sounds as big as that last one here. Look, it's in this. So let's break it out. No, it's not. Oh, there's multiple. 1, 2. Oh, look, you just seen me get 3 in real time on camera. You can tell that I didn't fake that at all. 3 nuggets, bang. I did it the other day, I did a triple, it took me 4 months. This could be more, could be 4, let me check. Oh, it's gonna be 4. It's gonna be at least 4. Okay, there's 3 there. I'm gonna put these in my gob. Oh, could be 5. Might not be able to ever break this record. There's 4. Tiny, but I'll take it. There you go. Wow. Wow. I just broke my record, and that'll be very, very, very hard to beat in the future. And I'm glad I did it on camera because probably no one will believe you. 5 nuggets in 1 scoop. 5 nuggets in 1 scoop. Wowee. Can you see that on there? Where are we? 5 nuggets in the 1 scoop. Thank you very much for coming. You will not see that every day. That is extremely hard. That's really hard to do. Obviously it came out of 1 clump there. But I'll tell you, it's hard to do because when you listen for a target, you throw the other half of it away, assuming that it's only 1 target. So even if I might have had 5 in the scoop once before, chuck it out, and you find it again when you're fishing around. So to actually do that, that is a phenomenal thing. Super duper, and we've still got more in that hole. Make sure it's back on the right setting. Yeah. Okay, come on folks, come on. Oh, I think they're getting bigger. Oh yeah. Oh, another nice. Look at this beauty. Solid. It's 2 gram there for sure. Beautifully water-worn gold. Look at that. In the container. All right. Well, still going on this pocket. Might switch it this way just a tad because we are focused over there at the moment. Oh, stoked about those 5 nuggets. Man, that's you know, when you're out here doing what I'm doing and digging so much gold, it's, you know, it doesn't get boring. It's always enjoyable, but you look for sort of milestone sort of things or special little events, a big nugget or something you haven't done before, a different type of nugget, or yeah, there's just stuff like that is sort of the things that you seek. This is definitely a pocket here now. Let me smash out another chop. Let's see. Sounds like there was something a little bit decent that could have opened up here. Oh, it's the best looking colours. Right above that quartz stringer. Mad. Yeah, there's something good. There's something good in that pile, but I'm sort of interested in making sure this isn't a, it's a hard, the balance of that hard stuff on top. Slate, that's actually a black slate, a demented slate turning up the other way. Yeah, let's keep chasing that. It's on the left hand side here, I think. Whoa! Yeah. Now I keep feeling bad that I'm not putting on my chest mounted cameras and stuff, but I'm sorry guys, as a YouTuber I could probably do this a lot better, but I'm a miner first and foremost, so the filming bit at the moment just falls into line with that. Wearing the harness is all right, but taking it on and off, you're sweating, and then you have to carry it around, go back and get it, all wastes time. So hopefully you can see this and you get the idea. It's a good nugget. I think it's right. I think it's just right in the guts down here. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Pop out into the sun. Pop out into the sun for Papa. Quite often they do just pop out in the sun. Right. I don't know now. I dug hard for it. Try not to waste too much time on film. And I don't know if it's as big as I thought. It's might only be a grandma. It sounded good deep chasing it, but where are you? It's the 6,000 doing its thing. That's exactly right, no bigger than what we've been pulling out, a grandma. Unless, geez, just doesn't feel like that was that noise, does it? Feels like something was bigger lurking there, if I'm honest. Oh, that was a bit anticlimactic. Did sound like it had a lot of oomph to it, that one. Oh well, that one might. Let me see how we're going for time. Alright, well, if you're still watching now, you're a keen prospector. I'm not doing this the way I normally do it and pick it out of the pile here because I like to be systematic, but I'm just doing it for the sake of the camera right now. We'll grab that one. Pinpoint it, Scratchy, pinpoint it. Get it right, mate. Right, about there somewhere. That's it. Oh. Bit disappointed, definitely a bit disappointed. I couldn't bring you something a bit more chunky because I tell you, it's funny, the other day we had this big target and I was letting the apprentice dig it out. I wasn't sort of thinking it was going to be anything other than just a good 5 gram or something like that, because how many times I dig for something blanking out the machine and nowhere near as big as you think. Yeah, and it was a 17 grammer. All right, let's get this one, and then I will. Oh, yeah. I will get the rest. Yeah, look at that quartz there. Yeah, those heavies all drop down to the bottom. Well, I'm not going to make a prediction about this one. I'll just let it be what it is. It sounds all right too. Yeah. Sweating now. That's a bit better. Oh, don't lose it. There we go. 6 or 7 gram of that one. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Covered in that conglomerate. There you go. In the sun. Where are we? Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We've been doing this now for what? It's continuous footage for 45 minutes or so, I think. And I will show you what we've got. There you go. That's already pretty close to ½ ounce there. I'd say pretty much a half Oz. You see that? Yeah, good gold. And you know, as you can see, I've got to go through and keep getting all the rest of the stuff out of that spoil there. Check everything else, tidy up this scrape, and then I'll take another very conservative scrape and it'll go again. So I'll come back if there's any big ones, but I think that was a pretty good little session, and I hope the people that are into it really enjoyed it. I enjoyed digging it, got a good sweat up, and I give thanks and gratitude for having places to dig like this, because people go their whole life and never be able to dig something like that. So the fact that I get to do it, I am thankful for, and I never underestimate it when I'm doing it. So anyway, I'll come back, wrap it up later on, and hope you all enjoyed that. So I just finished that big recording, and found all that good one in there, and I've pulled another couple of really good grammars out of here. And this rock here is squealing at me. So I'm guessing there's something just, oh. I don't think it's a giant specky. It could be. Feel like it should be on it somewhere. Like there. See that? Look how compressed that. Man, that does not want to come off there. Alright, I'll have to hit it with the pick. Oh, poppity pop, look at that. That's pretty cool. And there's another near on grammer stuck to that rock. In the kitty. Look at the colour of this deep maroon, almost black mineralised sand. That's not a rock. It's been formed to a rock, but it can be broken up because it's just compressed, super compressed black mineral sand, and that's what's coming out of it, gold like that, and lots of it. Well, what an absolutely incredible piece of ground. Oh my goodness. So this little area, have a quick look. That little area there, it's probably 2.5 by 2.5, 5 or 6 square meters. It was
well, I've been called away early today, so I'm only going to be doing half a day. But I'd say that could be the richest little area. So it was just sort of in there. I didn't even really come back this way or down there. So just in that section. And I would say that you can see that there. It has to be 2 ounces at least in half a day. So amazing little bit of ground. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Hot, sweaty. It's really sunny and getting quite warm now. So when you're out in the blazing sun working, it certainly feel it. But when you're pulling that sort of gold, it's pretty good. I'll actually weigh it up, and I'll either film that or leave a note about how much was actually there. But that was a good morning. Hope you guys all enjoy this video, because I enjoyed making it. Over and out from Scratchy. Look at this feral.
Time to get washed up.
He's a Caucasian. You look like a troll. You look like some sort of thing that's out of, I don't know, like, yeah, troll movie, or what's that, Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. You don't even have to go into makeup. You got this like growth on your nose, like the dust is ridiculous. So you can tell who was running the truck today versus real quick and had a face wash. All right, well, have a quick look at all this. Okay. And that there is half a day's work. And that there is a new daily record for moi. Have a guess what it is. Oh, I won't leave you guessing too long, just about 3-4 seconds. It's what was it? 70.5 it turned out to be. 70.5, because there's a little bit of crap in it. And I haven't washed it. Normally I wash it first, so I'd say probably about 70. I think the previous record was 62, so I beat it by 8 at a half day. So there you go. That wraps up that. I'll probably got more in there to finish off tomorrow. There's a little bit more before I have to go burrowing into that hill and try to chase that lead deep. And I don't know if I don't know if I'm into that right now. I might have to go and find some shallow stuff. Oh, I'll train this guy up and he can go digging in the deep. Yeah, anyway, that's it. I'll leave it there, and yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to top that one. That was a juicy one, and that was a lot of fun. Over and out from the Scratchy and the troll.